I was having protected sex when the condom broke. I was put in a horrible situation. I was doing everything I possibly could to make sure that this situation did not happen. When I called my doctor, they wrote me a prescription, and when I went to the pharmacy, he told me that he refused to fill it for me. At first I thought maybe there's a shortage or maybe he doesn't have it in stock right now. But he informed me that he did have it in stock, but I would either have to wait multiple days for him for another pharmacist to come in to fill the prescription, but he refused to fill it for me.
Okay.
I then started to get upset, asked him what he expected me to do. I needed this medication. I have endometriosis. I cannot get pregnant. I am at risk of having an ectopic pregnancy, and he's basically handing me down a death sentence by refusing this medication for me.
Okay.
I don't understand how this could even possibly be legal.
Mr. Hart, she came as a patient. Had she been there before to your pharmacy? Have you ever filled a prescription for her before?
Well, that's what got me, upset, because there's a history in the system when I looked up her name of her getting this prescription drug for a supposedly emergency situation. So it hasn't happened once. It shows a clear pattern of loose behavior.
How many times had this happened?
At least 15.
Whoa. 15 times?
Yes, and that's what, I just was absolutely taken
it's
aback.
not your...
What does that matter, dude? It doesn't matter if it happened one time or if it happened 100 times. She has a prescription. Give her the pill. The doctor has no right to dictate what she can and can't do with her body.
Personally, you could judge, but as a pharmacist, it's not your position to judge loose behavior. It's your prescription to either fill a prescription or not.
That's
right?
correct.
So you looked up her name and her past history, and you saw that this prescription had been filled on numerous
times, yes.
And based on that, you decided you did not want to fill the prescription.
No, I'm against this pill because I'm against abortion. I don't believe in taking an innocent life.
Okay.
Now, the pattern of behavior is what disturbed
me. The morning after is not used for abortion. It's used to prevent.
It's not. It's meant to prevent. Yes, correct.
Okay. If he admits it, then what's the problem here, dude? It's not like it was something that was addictive, like it was like painkillers and she was abusing it. This dude had no right to deny her.
But you did not want to fill it because you felt...
Because I disagree with...
Have you ever filled the prescription? Then who filled the prescription on those 15 times for her?
Well, another pharmacist that is employed by me.
Okay, and that pharmacist was not in that day?
Correct, and I gave her the option. He was going to be working in 2 days.
It's called the morning after pill for a reason. It's not the I'll take it next week pill.
And you couldn't wait for 2 days because...
Because it would have been ineffective at that time. Okay. I needed to take it within 72 hours.
And you had used this 15 times before? Is he exaggerating, or that many times?
I don't know the exact number, but I need to take this medication. I cannot get pregnant.
I understand that, but that's a lot of times.
May I also say that I did not turn her away. I could have. I could have just said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to fill the prescription, and send her on her way. But what I did is, when she turned me down for the other pharmacist who was going to work in 2 days, I made the offer to reach out to other pharmacies to find out which pharmacy had the drug and which pharmacy would fill the prescription. And it turned out that the pharmacy that I found was 70 odd miles away. That's not my doing. It was the first one that had the right criteria.
Okay.
What is the difference of you filling out the prescription and giving it to her, or helping her find another pharmacy to get the prescription? Isn't that you still enabling this thing that you just hate so much? I swear these type of people have cognitive dissonance beyond my own understanding. It is unbelievable.
And so I gave her the information, and she clearly did get the prescription filled because she's not pregnant.
Okay. So how long did it take you to find a pharmacy that would fill the prescription in the local area?
It took like 15 minutes out of my day, and we were very, very busy that day.
Okay.
And on top of that, she got very combative, and she was screaming at me, and it was a busy, busy day, lots of customers. It was very stressful, honestly.
Oh, was it really stressful for you? Well, imagine being a woman who is terrified of getting pregnant because it could be a risk to her life, and then some idiot behind the corner is not giving her the prescription that she is owed.
I have endometriosis. I cannot get pregnant. He's basically handing me down a death sentence by refusing this medication for me.
It was very stressful, honestly.
But no, you had a stressful day.
So you found somebody for her.
I
Took
did.
the time to find somebody for her about 70 miles away.
Yes.
What did you do, Ms. Callahan?
I then had to drive the 72 miles away, and while I was there, I got stuck. There was a storm front that rolled in, and so I had to buy a hotel room, had to stay there overnight. I missed out on a day of work. I work as a teacher. My students missed out on a day of me being there, helping them, teaching them.
Okay, so that's the $380
Yes.
you're suing for. Okay. Okay, Mr. Hart. So, as many may not agree with your decision, can you explain to me what legal grounds you have to make such decisions? I know, but please explain to me what those legal grounds are.
Of course, Your Honor. It's my business. I've owned this business for 35 years, and I'm in business to help people with legitimate medical issues, with health issues.
What do you mean? She already explained that she has a condition which makes it very dangerous for her to get pregnant. I'm about to explode here.
And as far as I'm concerned, because I'm the business owner, I am allowed that right.
Okay. All right.
And it's against my moral grounds to fill that
understand.
prescription.
All right, but I also understand that in your state you're protected by state law for refusing to fill a prescription.
That is correct.
And you don't even have the obligation to find suitable accommodations. You could
No.
just say, I'm not gonna fill it, period.
I
right?
could have just sent her packing.
Do you often refuse other prescriptions for other patients? Do you do that? Is that something that's normal for you?
No.
Okay. Do you do it once a month, twice a month, once a year?
It happens every now and then. It's nothing regular. I wouldn't say it's monthly. I wouldn't say there's any regularity to it, but it has
But you
happened
have done
in
it before.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
So you're saying you're not a bad doctor, you're just a bad person.
For similar type drugs or for other?
Only that specific drug.
All right. Okay. So, Ms. Callahan, do you understand what I just said about state law?
Yes.
And about his right of refusal? Mm-hmm. He has the right to refuse service?
Yes.
Like at a restaurant, I have the right to refuse service to anybody I want. As any type of legal professional or business, they have a right to refuse service to certain people. It's just they have a right to do that. And under your state, there's law that protects pharmacists from refusing to fill a prescription based on moral or religious grounds. So there's nothing I can do about that. As harsh as it seems, there's nothing I can do about that. So I don't know if you knew that before you did this lawsuit, before you actually went forward for this lawsuit. And I understand for you is more principle than anything, because I'm sure it cost you more than $380 to file the claim and get here and miss work, etc. So I understand the purpose of your suit, but he's protected under the law.
Just look at the faces of every single woman in that courtroom. That should tell you more about what the right choice would be.
This is just ridiculous. He cast this judgment on people, and he's supposed to be helping people with their health. I have health problems, and he's refusing to help me with my health.
But he has a right to do that. Under the law, he did nothing wrong. I can't overturn the law. Emotions, personal opinions don't matter when it's the law. When it's written in black and white, that is the law.
And there's a lack of, I'm sorry, Your Honor, there's a lack of personal responsibility here because she knows that she has a medical condition.
Well, listen, I'll draw the line there because that's none of your business.
Okay.
You have the right to refuse whatever the heck you want. But judging on her lack of responsibility, just keep that to yourself because it's completely irrelevant, right?
What do you expect her to do? Just never have intimate relations with anyone, ever?
So don't pass judgment, just like I'm not passing judgment on you, or I'm passing judgment on Ms. Callahan. As a woman, yes, of course, I wish you would be more careful. I understand the situation you're in. If you know you have an issue where you should not get pregnant, then maybe try to find another permanent way. Because is taking the morning after pill, is there a risk to yourself? Is there a risk to your body using it so many times? I don't know these questions. These are things that are just popping in my mind. They have nothing to do with the legality of the case. But what I'm telling you is that based on the law in your state, Mr. Hart, as a pharmacist, is protected under the law to refuse to fill a prescription based on moral or religious grounds, period. And he didn't even have the responsibility to try to find another pharmacist to do it, but he actually did. 70 miles away, but you knew you had to do that. So for me to turn around and grant your claim would be improper under the law because he did everything he did. He had a right to do it. So the costs you incurred were out of your own volition to go to the other pharmacist. Okay?
Okay.
So based on that, I will refuse your claim for $380.51. All right? Good luck, Ms. Callahan. Please be careful next time.
All right, we got to be honest here. There is a war on women in this country. This is one of those cases where the verdict is very unfortunate. And he even testified that he knew that the morning after pill was not performing an abortion. He knew that, and he still refused service to her. That is so messed up. But unfortunately, the law is the law. And I'm grateful that that law is in place to protect pharmacists. But in this case, I feel really bad for the plaintiff. What do you guys think about the judgment? Do you think it was too much, too little, or just right? I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know. Love ya.